Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be tackling a request that we got from our senior technical writer, Curt Robbins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he suggested that we take a look at Sam Altman's reflections on OpenAI's journey.
Okay.
And this is especially relevant, I think, for all of you out there in the technical writing, documentation, and IT world.
Yeah, for sure.
OpenAI's mission from its very beginning back in 2015 has been to make sure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity.
Right.
And Altman's blog post Reflections gives us this sort of like really candid look at their journey from, being this quiet research lab
Yeah.
to a company that's now like leading this whole AI revolution.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing how that kind of came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like back in 2015, very few people were even like talking about AGI, let alone believing that it was possible.
Right.
But Altman was really driven by this idea that AGI could be like the most impactful technology in human history.
Wow.
And he wanted to be a part of, shaping that impact in a good way.
Yeah. Well, and then fast forward to late 2022,
Yeah.
OpenAI launches ChatGPT,
Right.
which, on the surface seemed like a simple chatbot.
Mm-hmm.
But, as we all know, it really took the world by storm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, ChatGPT exploded in popularity. It was like a turning point, I think, for how people think about AI,
Absolutely.
I mean, ChatGPT went from like 100 million weekly active users to over 300 million.
It's wild.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But that journey to becoming like this, household name wasn't exactly a walk in the park.
Right. I mean, anytime you have that kind of explosive growth,
Yeah.
there's got to be some chaos that goes along with it.
Totally. And Altman actually talks pretty openly about that, the chaotic side of their rapid growth.
Oh, interesting.
He uses this phrase, messy process, to describe building a company at such a crazy speed.
Yeah.
I mean, there were no precedents for this kind of thing.
Right.
The pressure must have been immense.
Yeah, and he even talks about, getting fired in 2022.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he describes it as like this fog of war period,
Oh, wow.
Huh. So really unpredictable.
Yeah, definitely highlights just how unpredictable innovation can be, especially in a field like AI where everything's moving so fast.
Absolutely. And I think, this fog of war surrounding his firing and the company's challenges with like, the governance and all that
Yeah.
really brought to light how important it is to have like diverse viewpoints on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Altman talks about how, different experiences and perspectives are really crucial for making good decisions in like these really complex, high-stakes situations.
Yeah, totally. Especially when you're dealing with something as potentially world-changing as AI,
Right.
You don't want to be stuck in an echo chamber.
Exactly. And he also, doesn't shy away from the human element in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about the stress, the uncertainty, the conflicts.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be tough, to be at the helm of something like this.
For sure.
It's a valuable lesson, not just for OpenAI, but for any organization that's dealing with these kinds of, disruptive technologies.
Right.
Diversity of thought is key to avoid groupthink.
Absolutely. And I think that brings us back to, the heart of OpenAI's mission,
Okay.
which is to make sure that AGI benefits everyone.
Right.
And they talk about this idea of benefits sharing.
Yeah.
Which, they haven't really like fully defined yet.
Right. It's still a little vague.
But it shows that they are thinking about how to avoid concentrating the power of AI in the hands of just a few.
Yeah, I think that's super important. I mean, this commitment to equitable access is something we should all be thinking about,
Absolutely.
especially our listeners, as technical writers and IT professionals.
Yeah.
You're the ones who are going to be explaining these technologies and their implications to a wider audience.
Right. You're kind of like the bridge between the complexity of AI and the people who are actually going to be using it.
Exactly.
So let's maybe shift gears a little bit and talk about Altman's vision for the future. Because he seems really confident that OpenAI will achieve AGI as we traditionally understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And he predicts that we could see AI agents joining the workforce as early as 2025.
Wow.
Which would obviously have a huge impact on company outputs.
Yeah, no kidding.
But what's even more mind-blowing is that he talks about moving beyond AGI towards superintelligence.
Superintelligence.
Yeah.
That sounds like something out of science fiction.
Right.
But Altman seems to think that it's a real possibility and that it could lead to all sorts of amazing things.
Like what?
Like accelerated scientific discovery,
Yeah.
new innovations, and even like unprecedented levels of abundance and prosperity.
Okay, but that's a pretty bold claim.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, the potential benefits are huge,
They
but
do.
it also makes you wonder about control and safety.
Right.
Like if AI becomes more intelligent than humans, how do we make sure that it aligns with our values and our goals?
Yeah, that's a big question.
It's a huge question, and it's something that OpenAI is very aware of. And that's where their approach of doing these iterative releases and getting real-world feedback becomes so important.
I see.
Because they understand that building safe and beneficial AI is an ongoing process.
Yeah, it's like a constant cycle of learning and adapting.
Exactly. And that's actually very similar to the work that you do as technical writers.
Oh, how so?
Well, you're always updating documentation, responding to user feedback, and making sure that the information is accurate and accessible.
That's true.
So in a way, you're kind of doing the same thing as OpenAI, just in the realm of information.
Interesting. I never thought about it like that, but you're right.
Yeah, it's all about staying ahead of the curve and adapting to the rapid pace of technological change.
Absolutely. And as AI becomes more and more integrated into our lives, the role of clear, concise, and accurate documentation is only going to become more crucial.
And that really ties into Altman's point about needing a better system for governing these powerful technologies.
Yeah.
He learned the hard way through OpenAI's own struggles that even with good intentions, things can go wrong if you don't have clear guidelines and different perspectives.
Absolutely. And I think his reflections on the board are so relevant here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he realized that they needed people with different viewpoints, backgrounds, experiences to really be able to see potential problems and navigate all those tricky ethical questions.
Yeah, it's not just about the technology itself.
Yeah.
It's about the human side of it, too.
Exactly. And I think this is where your expertise comes in.
Really?
Yeah, as technical writers, you have this incredible opportunity to shape the narrative around AI.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can help demystify these technologies, explain the nuances,
Right.
and really make sure the information is presented in a way that helps people understand and develop AI responsibly. Altman's vision of superintelligence is really something.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
He believes it could solve some of humanity's biggest challenges.
Like what?
Climate change, disease eradication.
Wow.
It's this idea that AI could accelerate scientific discovery, unlock new sources of energy, come up with solutions we can't even imagine right now.
It sounds incredible, but also a little scary.
I get that, but I think the key is to approach it with a sense of cautious optimism.
Cautious optimism.
Yeah, we need to embrace the transformative potential of AI while also being aware of the potential risks and ethical implications.
Absolutely.
It's about making sure that AI remains a tool for good. And I think that's a big part of why Curt suggested this deep dive in the first place, It's about recognizing the crucial role that technical writers play in this whole AI revolution that's happening. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Altman's reflections, I want to leave you with a challenge.
Okay. I like a good challenge.
Embrace this opportunity to be more than just technical writers. Become thought leaders and advocates for responsible AI development.
Use your skills to shape the narrative, guide the conversation, and make sure that as we explore this uncharted territory of superintelligence, we're doing it wisely and with a commitment to the well-being of humanity.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and keep those minds curious.